What's up, people? This is Nature Girl 30 here, and this is another NG Minute. Now, as you can see, it is cold. I have my blanket out, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm going to make this as quick as possible. I'm not gonna make it as detailed with SmackDown. I'm absolutely going to make it pretty much all about Hell in a Cell because this is the go home show to Hell in a Cell. Before I get started, there's a few things about TNA that I really want to talk about. Two words. Mr. Anderson! Anderson! Enough said. I was so crunk when I saw Mr. Anderson come out. Oh my gosh. How I missed him. He's like the second entertaining guy. Actually, the third. No, he's like one of the three. But besides him and Bad Influence, honestly, it's all about Mr. Anderson for me. And I was so happy to see him come out. And I was so happy to see him interfere in Bully Ray's match. And that was something that I was really crunk about seeing. Not only that, there was a lot of tension between AJ Styles, and Bully Ray, which was cool. But then the ending was the one thing that has kind of puzzled me. Okay. You have a championship match. You did all this to make Dixie pay. My question is, why do you have a championship match if you don't have a contract? You're a champ. And honestly, here and in the end, AJ Styles just rolls on out of there with the car that Dixie was going to give him if he signed a contract. And he said, I'm taking my belt with me. No, partner. That belt wasn't even yours to take, let alone that car. See, it would have been a lot better, in my opinion, and more dramatic, or as Flavor Flav would say it, dramatical. It would have been better if they did that Bound for Glory. It would have made that pay-per-view twice as interesting as it was not when I watched it. And sure, it's a CM Punk, but the only thing is, it's a noble CM Punk way. CM Punk just up and dipped out with the belt. No response. He went in the crowd with his people, waved bye-bye in his hometown of Chicago, and peaced out for 2 months. But regardless of that, it was more dramatic then because of the build and how build up it was. I just said it twice. But it was awesome because of the build, and not only that, it was in his hometown. It was not dramatical at all. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Why do it the honorable way? If you're trying to make somebody pay, why do it the honorable way? Why don't you just win, and after winning the belt, knowing you didn't have a contract, dip out? It would have been like CM Punk, but good grief, it would have been better. And doing this whole thing like he did on Impact was just dumb. It really was just dumb, and that's just how I personally feel about it. But I'm moving on to SmackDown. It was really kind of refreshing to actually see something new and see the entire show start off with an interview between Triple H and Michael Cole. And it's kind of interesting with the whole Big Show storyline, but it seems to me that it's starting to wean off of Daniel Bryan and going towards more of the Big Show. We all know the Big Show's going to have some kind of involvement in Hell in a Cell. We don't know what. But I do like the fact that they have Triple H's retort on the whole thing. And not to mention, the Big Show had a lot of followers before, but after his actions caused six people to be fired that night. I'm curious to see whether or not they're going to put that in storyline and how he's going to actually start losing allies instead of gaining it. I think that'll be an interesting twist to the whole thing, and whether or not they're going to talk about it behind the scenes. But another thing that's going to always bother me, and this is the second part of the show that's going to always bother me, stop with the freaking international, stop with the immigrant gimmick. Please stop with the immigrant gimmick. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous for the real Americans to still do this ridiculous, and I've said ridiculous twice. I'm just tired right now. But it's really stupid to do this anti-immigrant gimmick if you have an immigrant on your team. I have not said that enough. I've said that way too many times. and it needs to just stop. I am hoping that Hell in a Cell, if they have a match, this dies out. It does out quick. But anyway, guys, let's move on to my predictions to Hell in a Cell. And I know it was brief talking about SmackDown, but it's a go home show. Regardless, it doesn't even matter. But anyway, let's move on. There's 2 standalone matches, and everything else is a championship match. So let's start with the standalone matches. Los Matadores versus the Real Americans. Okay, this is Los Matadores' first match, and the Bull has put them way over. Well, actually, the Bull's more over than the actual guys, in my humble opinion. But let's face it, it will be dumb for them to actually lose this Hell in a Cell. So Los Matadores for the win versus the Real Americans. And I think this is actually going to be on the card. And the IC Championship with Biggie Langston actually is going to be, I think it's going to be on the YouTube show. But let's move on to the second standalone match of the night, which is supposed to be the second main event, I guess. CM Punk versus Ryback versus Paul Heyman in the Hell in a Cell handicap match. Do I care? No. I just really want this dumb feud to die. Like, seriously, I really want to die a really quick death so we won't ever have to see it again. Because I'm tired of seeing Paul Heyman on my screen. I really am. And it's not because of his character. It's just because the actual feud between CM Punk and Paul Heyman has gotten stale. It just needs to move on. But do I really see CM Punk winning? No. I think they're going to keep this up and moving on to Survivor Series. So, unfortunately, Paul Heyman and Ryback for the win. Good grief. Now, moving on to the championship matches. The IC Championship match, Curtis Axel versus Biggie Langston. Good grief, do I want Biggie Langston to win. All because Curtis Axel is the most boring champion alive. Not only is he boring, he's not doing anything for that belt. I have screamed and ranted so many times about how ridiculously messed up this guy is. Like, straight up. I cannot stand Curtis Axel because he has done nothing for the IC title at all. I'm really looking forward for Biggie Langston to win because, shoot, he's from NXT. He is hungry for a belt. He needs this win. And I think he'll be a great IC champ. So my vote goes to Biggie Langston for the win. Moving on to Divas Championship. The Divas Champion AJ Lee versus Brie Bella. Good grief, I'm tired. But Brie Bella has a huge amount of popularity. AJ Lee is the Psycho champion that's been a Psycho champion for the longest time. But let's face it, nobody has been able to break the Black Widow. Do I really think that Brie can break the Black Widow? No, she can't break the Widow. I'm sorry, she can't. No matter how hard she tries. Do I really see her to win? No. Especially with Tamina in her corner. I really do kind of want something different. And Brie's already been champion before. But honestly, I just don't see it. AJ Lee for the win. Moving on to my favorite and my personal main event of the night. The WWE Tag Team Championship. With Cody Rhodes, the Tag Team Champions, Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins versus the Usos. Triple threat match. Called it. Knew it was going to happen. Do I see the Usos winning? No. But I actually see the Usos giving it a really great match. Do I see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns winning it? No. Please. They've had their shot. Let alone did nothing for those belts. I really do see that Cody Rhodes and Goldust are going to retain their titles. They are on a roll, and they really have brought a lot of prestige back to those belts, so they need to keep it. That's my opinion about it. Moving on to the World Heavyweight Championship, Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena. Do I really need to say anything about this match? No. John Cena for the win. Next. Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan for the WWE Banquet Championship in Hell in a Cell. Okay. You can't really call this down the middle. And the reason why is because of the wild card, Shawn Michaels. If everybody remembers at WrestleMania 28 that he sweet chin music, The Undertaker in the head, to try to get Triple H to win. This guy will do anything that he can when he's told to get the match moving on. So who knows what will happen. He can't stand Randy, and he's okay with Daniel Bryan. But he's best friends with Triple H. He's a wild card. So either or, the match is going to be governed by him, and the champion is going to be called by him. So it's kind of hard to say who's going to win. And that's the one reason why I don't like special guest referees, because it's always up to them to win the match. It's never a fair call down the middle. So honestly, guys, that is my humble opinion about Hell in a Cell as well as SmackDown and TNA. And I want to hear your thoughts about these shows. Leave a comment in the comment section below or send me a video response of what you think these shows will go, how you feel about these shows, and also Hell in a Cell, and how you would promote it, as well as what matches you would put in it. It's Ninja Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.